Hi guys, welcome back to my series on the mom stages and the roles us moms play. So this is my part 5 of my 6-part series, and today we're talking about the friend stage. So I've gone over the caregiver stage, and that's for the newborns to toddler. The management stage, which is the school when they're starting school around 5 up until teenage years. And then yesterday I talked about the partner stage, and it was the teenage years and how we're their partner and we guide them, but giving them a little bit more independence. And today, so I'm going to get into the next stage, which I'm not into yet, but in looking at some pages that I've looked at and different things that I've looked at, this is how I see the next stage in my motherhood stage is going to be. So this is where we're sending them off to school or college or into the workforce, out of our home probably, and our job's done, right? So actually, no, it's not done, and it'll never be done. We're always going to be their mother. So what does this stage entail? So we've sent them off. We hope that we've taught them in the other stages that all of the skills that they need to be successful in their journey in life that they're kind of embarking on, and they're making their own decisions. So yeah, it doesn't stop for us though, even though they're not in our homes. We're just taking on a different role. They are becoming adults. They're making decisions on what career they're going to have, if they're going to change jobs, if they're going to get married, if they're going to have children. They're deciding all of that. Where do you play into that? Is is quite a bit different from when they're in your house. Instead of guiding them and suggesting things, it's more of a wait until they need your help, and they'll need your help. It might not be right away. It might be a little bit down the road, but they will seek your guidance. If you've been grooming them to make the decisions, again, we need to trust they're going to make the right decisions. But so just like you would call a friend to get advice on what should I do there, that's going to be more the role that you're going to play, is the friend role. So when they're going through a difficult time, you'll probably be one of the first people that they're going to call. When they're going through a good time, it's going to be one of the first things they're going to call. When you talk to them, there's going to be a little bit more respect there than there was in the previous stages, because well, you're not trying to control them, you're just suggesting, and they will see that because they're adults, and they're seeing that what you taught them previously and how that is benefiting them. So yeah, they'll be coming to you and asking for guidance. You can offer it just like you would a friend. You can point things out, but in a completely different role than you had in the past. Hopefully you've taught them well, and that they're self-supporting themselves, that they're well adjusted. A lot of times you'll be praying and you'll be hoping that they make the right decisions. Yeah, you have to trust that you did the best you could, and that you taught them well, and that they will succeed when they leave your home. We'll always be there for our children. There's never going to be a time when we completely are out of their lives. If for some reason that happens, and I know it does happen in some families, but say for some reason that was to happen, you're still thinking about them. So I'm not going to go there too much, but yeah, you're just going to be there for them. You just be there for them when they ask for help. Be ready for it. Welcome them back into your home to get that advice, and just become friends with them. Sit down and have meals together, and maybe go for coffee, go on vacations together, more as friends than you did in previous stages in the life. You're going to find that although they're excited to leave your home, that it won't be long before they're missing you. It won't take long at all because they're so used to how your household was run, the smells of your food, the way you guys interacted, and the world is a different place. So it'll take a whole lot of adjustment once they get out there, but they will always know that they can come back and talk to you. So you're basically kind of watching your kids now. You're watching them grow and to make, like I said, their own decisions. You're gonna have a whole lot of gratitude when you see them succeed, and kind of give yourself a little pat on the back because you had a big role in them succeeding, and the way they treat other people and all of that, the things that you taught them in the first stages. This is where you're going to see the fruits of your labor. You're going to see that you're going to see them do things that you used to do in your house when they were in your house. You're going to see them mimicking your behavior. They might not point it out right away. They may not see it, but I know I have lots of times when I'm like, I sound like my mother, but that's not a bad thing. Imitation, strongest form of flattery, and yeah, so if they're imitating what you've done, like if you have a daughter who's raising their children and they're imitating some of the things that you have done and that the values that you've placed in their lives, like, pat yourself on the back. You've done a good job. And like I said, you'll be proud of them. You'll spend a whole lot of time. Now, you'll miss them. I'm sure you'll miss them. But they're not going to stay in your house forever, and nor would you want that. But hopefully they don't move too far away and you can visit them often. But the fun thing is, now we have the internet. You can talk to them every day. Like I was telling my son, he's going off to college in the fall. We're going to chat. You can text me like you do now. You can text me questions. We'll have that connection, which I didn't have. Well, we had phones, but it was, you had to go to the phone. You can just say, hey, I'm thinking about them and call. So that connection there is going to be, I think, in this day and age, it's such a benefit that we can connect from far away. And then you're gonna find that you're gonna enter a few stages in this stage. At some point, depending on your children, you're going to become a grandma. So that is something to look forward to. It's not just done. And then you can take the kids and play with them, and then you can send them home. So that's the fun part. You can load them full of sugar and send them home. Well, you don't want to do that because you still want your grandkids to be healthy. But you know where I'm going with that. So it's a whole new phase that you're starting into, and enjoy it, but you need to plan for it. If you're not in that stage already, start planning for it now. So what do you have? And I know I've done previous lives and previous blogs on looking after you as a mom, and not just focusing totally on the children, because you're going to hit this, and then we get into this empty nest where it's okay, and you start to devalue yourself because, okay, I'm not a mom now. Well, you are a mom, but you don't have the mom roles that you had before. You don't have somebody that is dependent on you to cook their meals, to do what you've been doing for the last 20 years. So now you have to start. So if you're not in this stage yet, start planning for it now. Know what your interests are. Start building on your interests. Take some time, maybe have a babysitter come in once a week so that you can do what interests you, not just what interests your children. You have to plan for this stage, or you're going to crash and burn when they move out, and that's all you had in your life. So yeah, so then yeah, that's my insight on what I think I'm going to go through in the upcoming years. I look forward to it. I look forward to having that role change where we can have a mutual respect for each other, although I think we, for the most part, with my children, have that. There's always room for improvement, but I look forward to the time when I can see how they accomplish things as adults, and like I said, I can see the fruits of my labor. So yeah, so have a great day, and I hope that if you're in this stage that you're enjoying it, and that your children have been taught well by you, and that they are making good decisions, and just trust that you taught them well. Okay, have a great day. Bye.